Hi guys, I did show you this car. It's not actually Lego, it's a clone, Lego clone. It come up in conversation, a couple of conversations actually, so I actually found I'd still got it. I thought I'd thrown it away, but I'd still got all the bits, so I did a video of putting it back together. I do in fact have two of them, and I did say I'd have a look at making it hobby grade radio control, because it is actually toy grade radio control, or was before I pinched all the bits out of it. So what I'm looking at here is a very simple conversion. That's our existing steering, and then I'm looking at making a gear to go on the servo instead of where are they? Oh, there we are. Instead of the electric motor. Normally there'd be an electric motor there, and as you power the motor it spins one way or the other, and that would drive that little toothed rack, isn't it? Rack and pinion. Pinion gear, rack gear. So that would normally turn the steering like that. So I looked at whether we could put a proper hobby grade servo in there, and the easiest way to do a direct swap is to put a gear on here. Now we need more teeth on here than we do on here, because this one can spin as many revolutions as it likes, whereas this one, the ordinary servo, only turns about 180 degrees. So that's got 8 teeth on it, but it can turn several revolutions. That I think has got about 12 teeth on it, and if I only had 8 teeth on there and it only turns half a revolution, 180 degrees, then the most number of teeth it can move is 4 teeth, and 4 teeth isn't enough to turn 10 teeth there. So I printed that one. That one's got 20 teeth on it, and it goes just a bit too far. Let's see if we can switch it on. It just starts to jam against the stops. I don't know if that's in midpoint or not. See, it just lifts up a little bit at the end, so it's just trying to go too far. So I've just printed another one which is slightly smaller, only 18 teeth instead of 20, so I'm just going to screw that on and see if that works. Right, we'll try it with 18 teeth. Right, that should be the mid position, so if we lift it up and move it over, so I reckon that might work. So I'll glue that in, and probably have to cut the bodywork around a little bit more. Obviously I've cut quite a bit of it out because we need more space than was available, because we've got to get the hobby grade receiver in there, hobby grade ESC, a servo, and a battery, and the gearbox has got to go back there as well. So we're going to be a bit pushed for space. I'll only put a little battery in it because it doesn't need lots of power. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. Right, that's super glued in place. That's unusual for me. I usually use hot glue. I've managed to find the other gearbox, because this is the second car, obviously. That was the first one. I had a good search through my junk box. Looks like this one I've already got wired up to use a normal ESC. So we'll put that in. Doesn't look like I've got a spare wheel, so I'll have to nick the one off there. I've chopped the front out of there. Switch that off for now. So that should clear that. Yeah, that looks okay. So now we've got to try and squeeze everything else in. Right, time's getting on. It's getting dark, so I had to put the lights on. But we can at least give it a little test. Got a 2S LiPo in there. I can even get battery cover on at the moment, although I may change it. I have noticed, I don't think I noticed it in the original video when I did these years ago. It says Gallop car on there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, Gallop car. Never heard of it. Anyway, so ESC receiver. I could just stick them on there temporarily. Bit of usual stuff, bit of blue tack. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go in this episode. That's gone out of focus, hasn't it? That's because I went up close. Hang on. Right, I think we're in focus. So we'll just give it a little test like it is. So forwards and backwards works. And the steering works. But I don't know where we're going to stick the bits. There's really no space inside at all now. So probably going to have to cut a hole in the top here and rearrange the bodywork a little bit to try and hide it. And when I say a little bit, quite a lot. So that's going to be a bit of a push to get that in there. Because unlike a normal toy car, we haven't got a nice big body shell to hide it under, because your Lego's pretty solid. Anyway, I will think about that. We have at least got as far as hobby grade radio control. I am very pleased with that steering, because I don't like trying to print gears. That is actually how many attempts? Well, let's just say that's about 6 or 7 attempts to get a gear that looks right and fits in the right place. we do have proportional steering. So, see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.